Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, family, to True View Radio with your host, Roland. So we have a special guest that we're going to bring in to talk, and her name is Alya Nuri, and she's the author of Things Every Kid Should Know, and she's written a series about drugs, alcohol, and bullying. And with further ado, it gives me great pleasure to bring in Alya. Alya, are you with me?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much for having me, Roland.
No problem. It was my pleasure. You know, a couple of weeks ago, Alya, I had a show on cancer, and I had another young lady that was 12 that was on my show, and at that time, it was very early to have a 12-year-old on the show, and then I thought that would probably be the youngest, and then your information came in at 9. I'm very excited about, young folks writing books. What inspired you to write a book at 9?
Well, Roland, when my mom decided that she wanted to write a book, I decided that I wanted to write a book too. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know that it would be such an adventure to start writing, and I have to pick my topic, and I have to stick with my topic and learn about it and write about it and really understand it. Before I just write a book and I have money, cash coming in. So when my mom decided that she wanted to write a book, I decided that I wanted to write a book too.
Wow, that is incredible. But my question that I have for you, Alya, is that you wrote some books on some serious issues like drugs and alcohol, and I guess you're writing another book on bullying. At 9 years old, what would inspire you to write about these type of topics?
Well, when I decided that I wanted to write books, I went through many different titles and subject matters until one day I asked my mom, what do kids have the most trouble with? And she gave me these topics, smoking, drugs, and alcohol. Mm-hmm. So I decided to read about them to see which one that I would write about. As I started reading, I read over 100 books on these topics to understand them deeper. Then I asked my mom to get me true stories about people who have done this and what really happened to them. Then I decided that they were all very important, so I'd write about them all.
Wow, that's incredible. Now, speaking of incredible, your mom happens to be really incredible because your mom says that she doesn't do any of the work for you to write books. You have to do a lot of the work yourself. Now, is that accurate?
Yes, it is.
Now, how do you feel about that?
I feel happy, and it's a little hard at sometimes. Mm-hmm. I feel like giving up, but we stick with it.
Yes, and I'm also excited to know that I guess I was told that you did your first television interview.
Yes, I did.
What was that like?
It was a little nervous-y.
Why?
Because when you're first going on television, when you're going on a big TV show, it gets a little nervous-y at times.
Wow, but you did it, right?
Yes, I did.
So would you like to do it again?
Not now because I have more experience. I'm more likely I'm less nervous.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll share something with you. I've been on quite a few TV shows, and I don't think that, you ever really lose the nervousness of being on a television show because it's really different. I guess unless you're doing it every day, then that may be a little different. But sometimes nervousness is good. To have a little nervousness when you are doing TV because it helps you to be better because you're being aware of yourself. But let me ask you this. So you wrote the book, Things Every Kid Should Know. Now, you don't go to regular school. You're homeschooled, correct?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So now do you talk to your friends, like, outside of like when you have your friends, do you normally go ahead and talk to them about like these type of things that you do the research on, like drugs and alcohol?
Well, it depends. If like they bring up the topic, what did you write books about? Mhm. Then I sort of talk to them about it, and I read books about smoking, drugs, and alcohol.
Now, tell me, because I know that you have a brother and a sister, I believe a younger brother and a middle sister, correct?
No, I actually have 2 younger brothers.
Oh, 2 young? Oh, so you're the only girl.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So now I believe that your middle brother is writing a book too.
Yes, he is.
Now, I take it that your mom inspires all of you to write. Now, what makes you, so inspired to write books? Write books. I mean, I know your mom started writing the books first, but what keeps you inspired to write?
When I see that there's so many kids out there that actually need my help to understand why these topics are bad for them, and they don't know why it's bad for them, I think that's time for me to go out there and help them.
Wow, that is really good. And you know what? I also heard that you get up really early in the morning, like 5:30 in the morning.
Yes.
What time do you go to bed? Like 5 o'clock?
No, it's usually about 8, 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good enough sleep. But I was like, wow, she gets up pretty early. So you make sure you definitely get enough rest. See, I think that definitely you should probably try writing a book about kids getting enough rest, too, because a lot of kids don't usually get to bed till so late at night, like 12 o'clock at night, and then they're usually tired, when it comes on to being in school and things like that. But I am so proud of you, Alya, for writing all these books.
Thank you.
Now, do you have a website that people can go to take a look at your books?
Yes, I do. I have a website, Things Every Kid Should Know, and you can go there and you can download your free powerful true stories there, and you can also buy them at books there.
Excellent. That is so fantastic. Well, Alya, I want to thank you so much for being on the show. It's truly been a pleasure talking to you, and you got to keep me in the loop so when you start writing big people's book, you can come back on the show and keep me posted, because I think that I'm going to probably end up having the whole family, because your mom said even your baby brother wants to write too as well, huh?
Yes, he does.
See, that's a beautiful thing. I am so proud of you that education is so important, that your mom and your dad is behind you and inspire you to write and express yourself. So I wish you the best of luck, and I happen to know that you're here in California this week, so enjoy California. The weather is great this week.
I'm actually in Indiana. My mother's in California.
Oh, I thought you were with your mom. I didn't know that. Sorry about that. I thought that you were with your mom this week. But tell everyone I said hello, and before you go, I have an applause for you because you're doing such great work, and your mom told me some other stuff that I really won't talk about right now, but that's good. I'm happy that you're out there pushing yourself and getting your message out there. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen,